Good morning, everyone. We are in Manhattan. We're going to be on the Upper West Side. And we are going to be doing a walk on a really chilly day. It is around 35 degrees right now, so it is cold. It definitely feels like Christmas. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take us, we're going to go up to 96th Street. We are on 60th Street right now. So this should be a walk with a lot of people in it. This is a busy area in Manhattan when you get on the Upper West Side. This is, we're on Broadway right now. We're going to be on Broadway for the whole walk up to 96th. There we got some Christmas trees. A nice little Christmas tree shop right here. Look at that. I wonder how much these trees are going for. So as we get up further up here on Broadway, we're going to be hitting an area that's going to have a lot of popular grocery stores and shops that people go to regularly in the neighborhood. We're also going to pass by Lincoln Center. Matter of fact, there's Lincoln Center right there. Right here on my left. What I'll do is I'll take a little detour. I'll show you guys a little bit of Lincoln Center on Columbus Avenue. I'll take you guys around the fountain and then we'll get right back on to Broadway. Look at that, we got the light. It looks like the universe is working for us today. Let's hope we get that same light when we have to get back onto Broadway. As you can imagine, not a lot of people are out here sitting at the fountain. And the fountain's not high because it is cold out. You know, it is a cold day. So in the summertime, you'll see a lot of people over here. Looks like the Nutcracker is playing November 28th through the 3rd. We're gonna get back onto Broadway now. Now, I don't know if you guys could hear it. Maybe the wind is making it into the microphone. It is a really cold, stiff breeze coming in from the north. You have a lot of schools here. You have a lot of residential area. Like I said, we're going to be hitting a portion that's going to have a lot of like grocery, supermarket, retail type of stuff. Traffic lights should be easy. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, when I'm walking on this part of Broadway, it's usually not that crazy. This right here on my left is the Apple store. All this real estate right here just to put those tables out. I mean, it looks nice. Nice concept. Nice and spacey. By the way, there goes the AMC theater over here on 68th Street. I've seen a lot of movies. This is actually a very good movie theater. When I've seen movies in the recent times of my life, that's where I go now. I like to come out here. It's a nice movie theater. Could go to Sheepshead Bay in Brooklyn too, you know. It looks like on the next block we got another Christmas tree shop coming up. You'll see a lot of Christmas tree, get-ups in New York City. You got a lot of people that buy Christmas trees in these apartment buildings. You see through the scaffolding, you can see those apartment buildings across the street. I'll give you another look when we get over here. Yeah, a lot of people that buy Christmas trees in these apartments. We got the Strand bookstore over there. And some more Christmas trees. Got them on both sides. Right here crossing in front of us is Amsterdam Avenue. We walked on 10th Avenue further back a while ago, and if you're wondering why am I talking about 10th Avenue, well, 10th Avenue turns into Amsterdam Avenue over by Lincoln Center. So this in effect is 10th Avenue. It's called Amsterdam Avenue down this way. Got more Christmas trees. A lot of Christmas trees. Still got these very nice train stations, old train stations along Broadway. This right here is the 72nd Street train station. And you'll find the number trains down there in case you're wondering. And then over here is, speaking of the number trains, you can see 1, 2, and 3 on this other extension of the train station. (72nd Street) right here is actually a very popular crossroad with restaurants and places to eat and stuff like that. Yeah, we're going to be seeing a lot of Christmas trees, I think, on this walk, guys. I don't know how many times we have walked by. Look at this. This is a pretty cool little shop right here. Really nice setup. It looks really old school, old-fashioned. They got ornaments. They got some reindeer. They got snowman. This guy's getting a tree done right here. He's cutting down the trunk. I can only imagine how much the trees cost out here in Manhattan. Because I know they're expensive in Brooklyn, so. And you saw that tree he was buying. That was a big tree. Because, you know, out here in Manhattan, a lot of these apartments have these really ridiculous high ceilings. Very, very similar to the high ceilings you'll find in the apartments in Park Slope. I had a friend that lives in Park Slope years ago. And my father's side of the family grew up in the Park Slope section out around President Street. And those Those apartments, those houses have some really high ceilings. Yeah, Fairway Market over here. So now we're starting to hit the area where I said it was going to be a lot of markets and stuff. Got this pretty big scaffolding above us. At least it feels more spacey down here. My battery is already down to 50% with this cold weather. But guess what, guys? I got the battery. I just hooked the battery up. There's a fire battalion, so usually the fire truck is not far behind when you see the battalion go out. So we'll pay attention to see if we see any fire trucks now. New Cottage Restaurant. There goes the fire trucks, guys. So it looks like there is something going on. PC Richard. Look at that. PC Richard on the corner of Broadway and 79th. And then over here you have First Baptist Church. And right outside the church you have more Christmas trees.
Janet has this
Don't you want to give that big teddy bear a hug? Zabar's very popular market out here on the Upper West Side. Unfortunately, they have some scaffolding, so you can't get a good look at the building, but this is a really popular place. And they pretty much have the whole block here. They have all different parts of shops here. We have cooking stuff and food, coffee. That woman's waiting to be helped. Doesn't look like anybody's over there. She's asking, is anybody here? There's tons of people here. Just not in that one little spot. And some of those, look at these apartment buildings over here on the side. Somebody asked me the other day, do they still have Barnes & Noble? Yeah, they do. The one I like to go to is over on 5th Avenue, over by Rockefeller Center. They got this one over here. There's always a theme to my walks. I guess today's theme is Christmas trees. Lots of Christmas trees. Looks like the pedestrian traffic has thinned out over here. We've had no problems crossing the streets. Not a lot of traffic down here right now, but that changes by the afternoon. So. So I'm taking you guys on a quick little walk here on the Upper West Side. We're going to be going to 96th Street. That's where we're going to end the walk. I wanted to throw in a quick walk. You know, I'm always doing a lot of those 45 minutes, 1 hour walks. So I was like, I could do a little, close to 35, 40 minute walk on this one. So I told you guys that the temperature was 35 degrees, but the bus shelters are showing 28. Now that's a wind chill. That's a wind chill. Because the actual air temperature low this morning was at 32, so it's not 28, but that's what it feels like at 10:53 in the morning. And I'll tell you, it does feel like 28. It's cold. This wind is really biting. And you guys know I don't use gloves when I do my camera work. It's very hard to do that. Although I think on my next one, well, not on the next walk, because I might do another walk out here right after this one, but the next day I go out with the camera, I might take the gloves and see how I do with gloves on. It's very hard to operate a camera with gloves on. This dog is losing his mind over here. Look at this. I got some friends over here. I don't know. That dog was so hyper about that encounter that he was rolling all over the floor. He was jumping all over the floor and everything. Here's some more dogs. If you're wondering, every time we walk by these tree shops, it just smells like Christmas tree on the whole block. I was just going to make a comment about pizza places. This is Mimi's Pizza right here. I was going to say there is more Christmas tree shops than there are pizza shops along this route. Key Food, that's right. They do have Key Foods in Manhattan. It's the Upper West Side Key Food. That's actually where I shop in Brooklyn. I'll either go to Key Food, Food Dynasty, ShopRite, wherever. Okay guys, we are on 90th Street. We got about 6 blocks. We're going to be ending it over at the 96th Street train station. Which was made popular by that movie, that great movie of the 70s, The Warriors. I believe that's the train station they come out of, right? When they have to run from the Batesville Furies. That's like the best scene in the movie too. If you've never seen The Warriors, guys, you gotta watch that movie. It's a cult classic. It really encapsulates what New York City was like when I was a kid. You know, I'm always telling you guys about the rough days of Sunset Park, living in one of the worst, probably the worst neighborhood in Brooklyn back in the 70s and 80s. Two movies that I always say you want to see how bad New York was in the 1970s is The Warriors, and then you want to watch Taxi Driver.
Nah, that's it. Yo, that's the Hanukkah, yo. That's the Hanukkah food, yo. That's the Hanukkah.
You can hear the trains underneath us. You got Equinox Gym right here on my left. I'm passing it. I call them Equinox Gyms. Village Square Pizza is definitely not, we're definitely not in the village. A lot of Christmas trees on this stop. Look at this, a whole block. Oh, looks like we hit 35 minutes here. So it looks like we're gonna have close to a normal stretch here of walking. A couple more blocks. We're about to end it. I want to thank everybody that tagged along. This is a cold one. This is probably the coldest walk I've done since, well, you know, last winter. And thanks to the wind. You see the train station over there. We just walked by the south side of the 96th Street station. Station looks much different though. This is a station that they decided to modernize. I personally do not like it. I'm not crazy about it. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. I just don't like it. Compared to what we saw over on 72nd Street, you'll see why. I mean, it's just, I don't know. This is it right here. give you one more look at this thing. I just, you know, it just looks so, I don't know, not that great. You got the old posts here. I don't know if those are taxi posts or subway posts. I mean, someone could tell me in the comment section. Alright, well, we're going to end it here, guys. 96th Street. Stay tuned, because we are going to do 96th Street all the way to the west side. I mean, the east side. We're on the west side. But I'm going to take you guys through the Central Park Traverse, which is down this way on the next walk. Okay, so stay tuned. That'll be the next walk. But for now, take care from 96th and Broadway. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.